I figured with some of these transactions, and certainly now the um, Aaron Wiggins trade to Atlanta from Oklahoma City, we would do a little bit of a late night video here, kind of a little bit of a whip around as far as some of the transactions. Certainly want to talk at length about the Wiggins transaction. I want to kind of ease the fear of Thunder fans because they hear second apron and then they hear all of a sudden Oklahoma City's trading players for 2 second round picks. It's relax. You've got a wealth of riches that are coming that are going to be able to replace Mr. Wiggins here, certainly with 12 and 17 at the night of the draft. And what the second apron does is it makes you choose kind of your back end of your roster a little bit as far as what you can keep and what you can't keep. So I would not, I won't say this is a thing to come and all of a sudden there's not going to be major cost cutting here with Oklahoma City. Here's a player that when he plays, he's effective, and saw sparingly during the playoffs last year. I think he averaged 12 points during the game, 12 points during the season, 9 points um, this year in his minutes. We will go through the graphics. I will pull up and we'll show you how it impacts to Atlanta. So Wiggins got so I'm looking ahead to 26, 27. He's got 3 years left on his contract, 9-2, 8-3, 8-3. It's a team option in the third year. He's going to likely will go into the Luke Kennard trade exception that was created last February in the Gabe Vincent trade. That is where that will and we'll show you the kind of the mechanics there, how it works. Why it won't happen now is because Atlanta right now is hard capped at the first apron, and they're roughly like $9 million below. And Wiggins makes $10 million. Once we get to July 1st, the contracts flip over for 26, 27, and 2 seconds go out from Atlanta to Oklahoma City. So when you look at it here, we will show you. I'm going to share you. Let's try to do this without giving up my email this time. All right. So here is Atlanta. Okay. So they got the CJ McCollum extension at 21 million. That's good value. It's remarkable. McCollum has never entered free agency before. This is the fourth time he has signed an extension. Here's the Wiggins number at 9-2, 8-3, and then it declines at 8-3. Kuminga's got a team option by June 29th at 24.3. Keep an eye on Mr. Buddy Hield. 3 million is guaranteed. June 25th is the guarantee date for the remaining balance here. So they've got 12 under contract. Here's your draft picks right here. Okay. And here you are. So you're 7.7 under the tax. You're hard capped because you're using a pre-existing trade exception. So you're roughly $16 million. So you do have the flexibility to put based on the Kuminga option and Hield's number as far as where you are. Where you are. Oops, sorry. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm a newbie at this. All right, so here's your roster for Atlanta. Pretty good. Your balance, you could put Wiggins here at the guard, or you could put him at forward here. You've got 8 and 23, and we talked about the finances, but with McCollum back on that extension, you're starting 5. The priority is size. I would expect that to be addressed by Atlanta either in the draft or when we get into free agency. And as I said, that Hield number is going to be important with that. For the Thunder. So let's go down here. Here is where, Oklahoma, this was at 261 projected salary, 12, 17, 37. Does not impact your starting 5. It takes a bench player out. But you are going to get reinforcements are coming for them here. When you look at financially for the Thunder, so let's go look at, you're probably like, what are you doing here? Let's look at the Thunder. All right, so this is where they were. This is where that Wiggins number was. They're still in a pretty good shape. They've got the team options of Hartenstein, Dort, and Williams, Kenrich Williams. That is by June 29th. Here's where there's your 2 picks. here's where you are. You're $49.5 million over the luxury tax. That includes the PICs. Here's where you are with the apron. You're not getting under. You're likely not getting under this second apron, and that's fine. That's it's not the end of the world here. As I said, you can go in, and then eventually you'll have the flexibility to go out. Here's a whopper of a number, not including those two PICs. Oklahoma City had a projected payroll of 213. The trade will get them down to 152. You will create a $9.2 million trade exception with that. So that is kind of a little bit of a nutshell. It's a good trade for Atlanta. I understand why Oklahoma City did it, especially as I said, reinforcements are coming in. Let's look at real quick. I want to just show you why they couldn't. Oh, okay. Let's do this. Right, like what in the heck is going on? All right, so this is the Hawks payroll. This is 25-26. So I keep two spreadsheets, 25-26, 26-27. As you can see, $9 million below the first apron. So this is right now. That's why this trade likely is not going to happen. It probably will not happen until July 6th. For a couple other transactions today, when you look at Phoenix, oh my God, I got so many work requests. It's like not even funny. So Phoenix goes 4 for 48 on Gillespie, like the contract. As you could see, point guards are valuable in this market. Not a great group of free agents. Get them off the market. 4 for 48, no options, straight guaranteed. Jordan Goodwin goes for 3 for $19 million. It's going to be interesting. We're going to pull up the Suns payroll here. It is going to be interesting, and let's share this thing here because this is where Phoenix is. So when you look at it, all right, so here's the two numbers, 5.8. Here's where you are. So you're at 835 above the tax, and you are at $8.3 million above the apron and 21.3, and you still have Mark Williams as a restricted free agent out there. So it doesn't need to be a math major to figure this stuff out. If you sign them, you're going into the tax and you're going over the apron. You're allowed to resign your own free agents. If you want to go out and use your non-tax mid-level exception, this is basically the room you have to stay under, and you'll probably lose Mark Williams. So you are probably going to be looking at some type of trades here, either Allen or O'Neal. So pay attention to that. So that's it in a nutshell. We've got draft week. Excited. As I said, this is draft number 31 for me. I've missed one draft, which was in 2015, post Nets, post media. And I think this draft lived through 96. I think this draft has the potential to be like 96. I think this is a really strong draft, and we're going to provide a lot of coverage over the next 3 days, and we'll do more videos, and we will talk soon. Have a great night, everyone. And if you're a Hawks trade, it was a good trade. Thunder, totally understand it. Phoenix, good job so far. You're getting something for your work done. Good value contract with